Hello everyone, this is Zara bint Asaf Dakwa, your pre-O-levels instructor at Elevare. Today we're going to master a topic that constantly shows up in Edexcel Mathematics B, and that is called volume and surface area of prisms. Many students often mix up these two formulas or accidentally miss hidden faces when calculating for surface area. But by the end of this video, you'll exactly know how to visualize those 3D shapes and how to comfortably solve those tricky questions. So before jumping into calculations, let's just understand what a prism is. Look at the diagram on my left. This is a 2D triangle. But if we stretch those lines towards the back, it will turn into the 3D triangle on my right. Now, because the lines are so perfectly stretched out, if we cut the figure in the middle, the new faces would look exactly like the old triangle in terms of shape and size. In mathematics, this is called constant cross section. To understand it better, let's look at this analogy. This is a loaf of bread, and if we cut it, the new slice would look exactly like the previous slice. To understand the difference between prism and non-prism figures, let's look at the figure on my left. See, if we cut the figure in the middle, the new faces would look exactly the same like the old one. But the figure on my right, the slices are pentagon, but it gets smaller and smaller by the time it reaches the top. So this is not a prism and it does not have a constant cross section. Because prism is just a stretched 2D shape, its volume's formula is area of cross section into length. This is the cross section, and so we have to find the area of this area and multiply it with the length, the stretched line. So this is the volume. And the surface area is the total area of all the faces. A 3D shape has different many faces. This triangle is one face. The one at the back is another face. This big rectangle is another face. Let me highlight it. This one is another face. The one rectangle at the very back, this one, is another face, and one at the bottom. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 faces. So the surface area would be area of 5 faces. 5 faces. So now that we have formulas, let's find the volume and surface area of this 3D shaped triangle. So to find the volume, we have to calculate the area of this cross section first, then multiply with this length. Let's find the volume. We know the formula of triangle's area, half into length into breadth. Length would be 3 and breadth would be 4. Now this is the area of cross section and then multiply it with 5. Let's calculate the answer. The answer would be 30 cm cube, centimeter cube. So we have found the volume. Now let's find the surface area here. So previously we calculated that this has 5 faces. This one at the side, this one at the top, this one at the bottom, and this one at the back. So let's find the area of this two triangle first. We know the area of this one, so let's just write it. As there is two triangles, we have to write it like this. 2 into area of one triangle, that would be half into 3 into 4. Then plus. Now we have this rectangle at the very top. Its length would be 5 and breadth would be also 5. Actually, this might be a square. I didn't notice it before. 5 and 5. plus, now this rectangle at the very back is one length will be 3, and this one, like this line, would be 5. 3 into 5. Now this rectangle at the very bottom, this one's length is 4, another one is 5. This 5 plus 4 into 5. Now let's just calculate. First one is 12 plus 25 plus 15 plus 20. The whole answer is 72 cm square. Yeah. So this is the answer of this math. So now we have a little more complex figure. So let's find the volume of it. This is a 3D trapezium. So to find the volume, we have to find the area of the cross section first. And then we have to multiply it with the length, that is 8. This is the length. This is the length. Okay. So volume would be the area of cross section. We all know the trapezium's area's formula. That would be half A plus B. A would be 7 and B would be the value of this length. As we know, this is 5. So this is equal, as this is a red triangle. It will also be 5. 7 plus 5 into height, that would be 3. This is the area of the cross section, and we have to multiply it with the height, that is with the length, that is 8. So let's calculate it. This would be 144 cm cube. It's cm cube plus, because it's a volume. Cm cube. Now we have to find the surface area. So let's write here as area. So let's just count the faces. The first trapezium, the second trapezium at the very back, the rectangle at the front, the rectangle at the front, the rectangle at the left, the rectangle at the bottom, and the rectangle at the top. As it is two trapezium, we have to write like one formula and multiply 2 with it. Into 3. Now let's just calculate the area of the right rectangle. 8, and this one will be similar to this one, so this is 3. 3 into 8. The rectangle at the left would be this length value is 3, and the width would be 8. So the same as before. So let's just multiply 2 with it. Now the top rectangle, this is 5 and this is similar to this one, so 8. 8 into 5. Now the bottom rectangle would be 8 into 7. 7. Let's just calculate it. The answer would be 180 cm square. As a surface area, the unit would be cm square, centimeter square. So this is the answer of the slightly more difficult figure than the one before, but I think it's easy. And this diagram. The question is a cylinder has a total volume of 200 pi cm cube and a perpendicular height of 8 cm. Find the exact radius of the circular base. So let's just draw the height. The height would be this one and 8, and the volume is 200 pi. Okay, let's just do the equation. Volume is 200 pi. Okay, so what is the volumes equation? That would be cross section's area into length. So cross section would be this one, and this is a circle. So we have to write the formula of circle area, that is pi r square, and the length would be height. That one is 8. So 8 into 200 pi. As we can see, both sides have pi, so let's cut it. Pi cut. And let's move that 8 to the other side. So 200 divided by 8. That would be 25, or r square would be 25. So we know r would be plus minus 5, as radius can't be minus. So the answer would be plus 5 cm. 5 cm. So that's our topic of volume and surface area for prisms is done. I hope you all understood, and thanks for watching, and goodbye.